Welcome to another episode of the Top 5 GOAT podcast. My special guest today is Lacresha. I call her Lala Dowdell. She's down there in Fort Lauderdale Beach today with the Truman. And thanks for joining the show. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. Simple stuff, just your top 5 GOATs and your one favorite officer is all I need. And we would like to hear why you're number one, why he or she is your number one, and what's up with your number one officer, why he or she is your number one officer.
Okay.
All right, so we just need your 2 through 4 for right now. First of all, how you been? Let me ask that question. How you been?
Busy.
Busy.
Like how they be saying, booked and busy. I've been busy.
You've been busy.
Busy.
How's it being the match sheep on the carrier? Like, what's going on with that?
Best thing ever. Like seriously.
thing.
Like if you can do it, do it. Like it shows me that I didn't make the wrong decision, because at one point I did want to go. I was like, I want to be a gunner. I want to be a gunner. I want to be a gunner. But then when I decided I want to be a master chief, like I know I didn't make the wrong decision. Like I don't regret anything. Like I'm where I'm supposed to be at.
Okay. Good stuff. Proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And stop having people say, "Oh, I'm his favorite. Like people, they get in their feelings, but it's all good. they don't know our relationship.
They all
our
know
history.
The truth.
Yeah, they don't know our relationship. Our
they know
history.
The truth.
Me looking out for you, you looking out for me back then.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it so much. But again, your top 5. I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay, so top 5. So I'm gonna say Brian Porter. Like Brian Porter was my CMC at Wing 11. Chief. He hold everybody accountable regardless of rank. Just no nonsense type of guy. So Brian Porter, like every day is like somebody I aspire to be like. This might shock some people, but I'm gonna say Joe Tierney, because Joe Tierney showed me what a master chief's supposed to do. Yeah. Like Joe Tierney was no nonsense, like get into the business, and he didn't have time for that. Like you're gonna either chief or you're gonna get out the way.
Right.
So Joe Tierney, Jay Ramsey. I remember when I was going through my stuff, like when I was still a first class, and I told him I didn't want to be a chief. He told me he was gonna punch me in my throat. So Jay Ramsey, because he was intimidating, but that was other people. That wasn't him. But when you got to know him, like he was that guy.
A big teddy bear. That's all he was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kier Walls, hands down, because Kier is hot-headed like me, but Kier he showed me how to turn it on and turn it off.
Right.
So every morning he said, I didn't have to. He taught me not to be at 10 all the time, because anytime I would be at a 10. But definitely Kier Walls. And then
that's 4 right there.
I know. I know.
You got one more. So, you got more. Go ahead. I'm listening.
So I'm gonna tie these 3. So I'm gonna say Adanya, Jen. I never met Jen, but Jen always gave me advice, and I'm gonna put Sweets. So I'm gonna say Sweets, Adanya, and Jen. Like especially Adanya and Jen, especially being AOs, like they go. And then Sweets let me know like it's okay to be you. Like it's okay to be ratchet, and you can still be an effective master chief. And then
because he stayed Miami all day. Like he never changed who he was. Like he was Miami.
Yes.
Day
and so
one when you meet
let
him.
me know it. And then obviously like you, because like I know I was hard-headed, still hard-headed, but like you kept me grounded, and people don't understand that. So when people be like, Ty, I'm her favorite, I'll be like, no, you're not. Like you're not his favorite, but like you, like you are a good guy, and a good role model for me. So I know it's supposed to be top 5, but for me, those are like, if Mount Rushmore had like, what was that, 7, 8 people, like y'all would be my Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
I would say my current CMC, but she got a big head, and I don't got time for her because she's petty. But for the most part, like y'all, for me, is the guide for what Master Chief can do. And then AP. I can't leave out AP. So dang. I'm over 5.
It's hard.
I'm an AO. They said we don't know how to count. So
yeah. It's hard. But, it's hard. It's hard to put it together.
But for me, like y'all paved the way, and y'all showed me how I'm supposed to be playing. I don't want to necessarily say the game, but y'all showed me how to play the game. Because at the end of the day, it's chess, not checkers. But like y'all, and I know like year by year we lose one of y'all, but like without y'all, it wouldn't be me. And then Officer.
So before you go to the officer, so
Okay.
you said you're a female CMC. Who is she, and what is she like? What do you admire most
Well,
about her?
here she gonna be petty when she hear this. So
Yeah.
this is my only been in the Navy over 2 decades. My first and only female CMC, Samara McBride. So she's not political at all. Again, like with Brian Porter, hold everybody accountable regardless. Like she don't bite her tongue. She gonna say what she gonna say to whoever, correct whoever. And it's not to be in a disrespectful manner, but it's just like, hey, you whoever, tighten up type thing.
Right.
But I like that because I know sometimes you get them CMCs and they got aspirations to be like a Fleet Force MCPON, so then they turn political. But with her, I don't get that. It's just like, this is me, hate it or love it type thing. So
Got it.
that's what I like.
Right.
I like for people to be, themselves unapologetic.
I got you. All right,
Yeah.
your favorite officer and why?
This is difficult. So obviously I would say Gunnar Ellis, but he passed away. But he for me was like an all around leader. That was my gunner when I was in VFA 83. Like for me, he was the guy. That's why at that time I wanted to be a gunner, because I didn't have chiefs at that time to kind of really show me what chiefing was. Him up in heaven. But outside of that, it's probably a toss up between Warrant Officer Bosley. He's a CW05. He was a PR, and then Captain Mattingly, who's an admiral right now. So he was my maybe Captain Robinson too, but they were my commodores at Wing 11, and those were the ones that when I came in there with my like NJP, they accepted all of that and they didn't hold that against me, and so they let me lead the way I led without any type of like scrutinization, or is that a word? I don't know. We're gonna make that a word. But they didn't scrutinize me. They didn't scrutinize me at all. They just let me, run amok. And granted, I had a lot of COs, but they were the first COs or Commodores I dealt with after, my misstep, after the choices I made, that showed me like, okay, you messed up, but we're gonna let you grow from there. And so I appreciated them for that. Even like Warrant Officer Bosley at the time, he was I don't know what they call him there. He wasn't the mole. He was like the secondary in 4 when I was in the wing. But again, he just let me do me type thing.
Do you be you? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So right now, your role as the DLCPO and the carrier, what are you experiencing? And I appreciate your top 5 and your top 1 officer. That's great stuff. I'm gonna get you out of here on this. Yeah. As a DLCPO now on the Truman, I see that y'all down in Fort Lauderdale doing Fleet Week. So are you standing like security patrol or something like that down there?
I mean, they got people standing them, but a Master Chief ain't one of them.
A Master Chief ain't one of them. I'm just making sure. I don't know people do things differently. No. So I'm just making sure like you ain't out there doing show patrol or something like that.
No. Like in the surface,
I'm a Master Chief. I ain't doing that.
Yeah, so in the surface fleet, they do have their Master Chief stand duty, but in airland side of it, we do not stand duty, and it's a beautiful thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, thanks for coming out. Thanks for showing love. I appreciate you as always. And stay safe out there and just keep doing what you're doing and advancing those sailors.
Thank you.
I got 5 on it. Messing with
Top 5 dead or alive.